Hey everybody, how we doing? Cloudy for once, cooled off, got rain last night. See how the guys are doing? How's everybody doing? Long shot, what do you think? You and the boys? I'll tell you what, we've had a lot of 100-degree plus heat index days, but when it cools off in the evening, these guys are getting to the point. They're getting a little bigger, they're getting a little older, and as fall's coming, they start to have other things on their mind that they want to do. So the fighting starts. It's just sparring now, not real serious. You're going to have it. Even when they get older, you're going to have it. It's that time of the year. That's what they think of. But they tend to go at it a little bit with each other, have a good time, play around. And I guess as long as nobody gets hurt, that's what you're looking for anyway. Go ahead and have some fun, beat up on each other. Just don't let anybody get hurt in the process. Now I did actually do one thing. I gave them what's called a jolly ball. My daughter had this for a horse, doesn't have the horse anymore, didn't need the jolly ball. I did it. Hung it up in here, and I thought, well, that might give them something they can hit around for a while. And a lot of people use tires. I've seen people even hang up tires and let them swing. I was always afraid one would get his head inside the tire and get stuck. So I never wanted to do a tire. So instead, I did the jolly ball. So give them something to play with. They need something to do this time of year. All right. We're here today because I want to do an update on the shed. I told you I was adding on the tractor shed. I'm not done. I tell you what, when you get old, what I used to do in a half a day, seems like it takes me 3 days to do that now. But you also sit around and you get to think a little while you're resting, and it's kind of changed a few of the plans. But I thought I wanted to do a little bit of update. I'm not done yet, but I'll give you what I got so far. First thing in the last video I did, I was here, had so many tree branches hanging down. So first thing I had to do, I had to get a bunch of tree branches out of the way. I got all that taken care of. And then slowly but surely, we started putting in a few poles. And of course, Pete the Peacock was always around. I had plenty of supervision help making sure I got everything done right. So that gets us to today. I'm taking a bit of a break because of the rain we had. Let me turn the camera and I'll show you. There's what I got so far. Now, let me go inside. The plywood on the walls is temporary. All right, that's just temporary. I got firewood stacked up on the other side, so I don't want it all fall over. The bottom is all 2x6s, 4 feet long. That's permanent because you're going to have sheep in here. Specifically, you're going to have rams in here. So I wanted something for a good secure wall. We'll put something over the top of this steel when we get to it later. But the upper head up above, the plywood, is just something I had. That's only 1/4 inch thick. It's just there temporary. Basic design, part of this is going to be for the rams. Part of this is going to be to put a round bale, as I think I mentioned before. Flip a round bale over here. I can feed the rams, and at the same time I can come over and whatever sheep are going to be in this pen, I can feed them at the same time. So I'll be able to feed 2 different pens from the same round bale. Still got this part to go right here. Working my way up, got a few sheets of steel, trim. Don't even have all the steel on the roof yet. I got most of it. But like I said, taking a little longer than I planned, but when you're a little older, things do take a little bit longer to get them done. In the end, I'm glad I didn't get things going too fast, because this is going to end up being, and I've added some ideas into it, because this is going to be the ram pen. Eventually, this is where the rams are going to spend their time when they're not with the ewes, such as this year. The pen next door will have a ram with ewes. Those up there will have rams with ewes. If I keep all these guys, which I should, 4 of these guys are going to end up in this pen. So I will have 4 rams in this pen over the winter. And next summer, I'll have 7 rams. As long as I have all of them, I'd have 7 rams here. So I need a pen, and I need an area that's going to work for having a bunch of rams in it. And rams are a little tough. Matter of fact, let me show you. My son-in-law bought these to use for his rams. Oops, about to trip over my stuff here. And as you can see, they pretty much just tore those things to pieces. They literally tore. There was, I think, what do you have, 8 rams in that pin, and you had these 2 shelters sitting next to each other. And I mean, these are the only good ends that are left. They just ripped them to pieces. That's what you're going to have when you have rams. They're tough on things, so you're going to need things extra. That's why 2x6 is on that wall down there. All 2x6 solid. They're going to be beaten on that stuff. But because it's going to be all rams, that's where I made a couple changes in what I'm doing here. I'm not going to try to explain it to you now. I will show it to you hopefully by the next video. I'll have that all done. I need to go buy some more steel. I need to go buy some more screws. I've been trying to get by with a lot of used stuff. I've had to buy some lumber. I haven't had to buy any steel yet. I've pretty much used all used steel up to this point. Like I said, it's just a shelter. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's the same when I built all that last year on the other barn. I don't need it like a good tight garage. If it's got a leak or two, I can live with that. So anyway, I wanted to give you an update on what's happening with the building. We're getting close, and hopefully another week or so I'll have that done. By the next time, maybe I can show you it's all finished and show you my ideas for what I thought would be a good idea for working and feeding and working with the rams. That's all I got this week, guys. I will see you in another week or so.